What's something you didn't realize was messed up until you were older?
Punishing children under 10 for showing up to school late when they rely on their parents, siblings, to get them there.
Knowing what mood your parent was in by their footsteps when they came home and making a plan accordingly.
Too many pets. It can be all cute and fun as a kid, but then you grow up and realize your mom is a hoarder and the house is a biohazard.
That my parents would feed me peanuts to get out of parties. I have a nut allergy. I didn't know it was messed up until I told a therapist, and the look on her face, I was like, oh, not normal.
My grandma got married at 16 to my grandfather, who was 8 years older than her. She had 6 kids by the time she was 22. The family romanticized their relationship my whole life, but her dying words were, at least I don't have to deal with him anymore, and the truth about him being an abusive piece of shit for 60+ years surfaced after she passed. It's a sad reality for many women from her generation.
In the central Indiana region of the U.S., they called green peppers mangoes for some reason.
I thought all parents were on their best behavior and pretending to be good people in public, and that when they got home, they were all angry and violent. I learned I was wrong in my early 20s and couldn't process the concept that not everyone's parents were faking their kindness. It still sometimes feels mind-blowing thinking about how so many parents are actually kind and loving towards their kids. It made me really happy learning that some kids actually get to enjoy happy childhoods.
Terrence never being home. My mom works a lot, so I just figured my friends had similar situations, single parent grind and all, but no, most were just alcoholic gambling addicts that lived at the casinos and preferred pretending like their child didn't exist. Scary prevalence in Vegas.
Most of my high school friends had boyfriends in their mid to late 20s. And then also how acceptable that was to most of the adults around me.
Catcalling or honking at young girls on the street.
How soul-crushing and disparaging it is to work a full-time job and to part-time jobs just to keep your family from becoming homeless, and being poor or working class and trying to figure out ways to keep off the government radar the way rich people do because being taxed for the $300 you made. Cleaning offices at night after your factory job could mean the difference between choosing between heat or electricity and being able to afford both that month. My dad worked in the auto industry and was like a machine. When he would get laid off of work, he would take whatever shit temp job he could just to keep us afloat. I've had a few lean moments in my life that were nowhere near as desperate as his were, and I hope to Christ I'm never in his shoes.
How much my parents drank every day. I thought it was completely normal to drink a 12-pack or a box of wine per night. My parents keep their lives together and are productive people. I drank for 6 years and ended up homeless, been sober a long time now. Alcohol continues to be the biggest wedge in our relationship.
Living